we don't talk enough about how the world is based on perception, not reality, perception. And it has such a large impact on our lives that we need to talk about it and we need to think about it. So because a lot of valuable things happen from it. For example, Elon Musk becoming a trillionaire just by launching SpaceX, which is pretty much an idea, right? And people believing in your ideas. But it can also have a lot of limitations that can quietly ruin your life. So let's get into it. So the world is built on belief, not proof. Let me show you what I mean, right? So even in business, right? If you go on Shark Tank, for example, if you want to get an angel investor, someone to invest into your company, you need to sell the idea to them before they ever invest any money into you, right? Selling ideas is a whole industry, it's a whole concept, like it's a whole avenue of business that many people don't talk about. The ability to sell what you believe and make other people believe is arguably the most important skill you can possibly have. So we see it everywhere in branding. For example, if you buy a pair of Nike shoes or like a pair of, I don't know, branded shoes, I don't know, Gucci, Dior, whatever, you already assume that it's going to be quality before you even put them on your feet. Do you know how powerful that is? Like, that they don't even need to impress you. Like, you're already impressed just because you know what kind of brand they are. So the idea of them already impresses you. Like, is it just me that just think that's just crazy? But yeah, the world is built on belief before proof, and people will judge you before you even prove anything to them. Anything. That's why I believe presentation is always important. Like if I ever go to a social event, like a networking event, I'll always like wear the correct clothing. I'll dress up for sure. Even though I'm like a younger guy, they're probably thinking, oh, younger people don't need to dress up. I still think you should. I think you should present yourself in a way that gives you the best possible chance of succeeding, for sure. And in a way, it's an unfair advantage because if most young people aren't doing it, you can stand out by being the one that does, by being professional, by being upstanding. All the people will appreciate that. All the businessmen, they will appreciate a younger guy that's putting effort in, right? So, first impressions are everything, right? When you meet someone for the first time, it's so important that you give them a quality first impression, something that they can remember you by, right? It's ridiculously important. So this works both ways, for opportunities and for limitations, because in real life, no one waits for your full story. They can only go off what you give them. So when you walk confidently, when you carry yourself in a way that portrays confidence and purpose, people are going to respect you regardless. They don't have a choice because they have nothing else to think of you. If that makes sense. So that's why I always check myself. If I'm ever walking, I always make sure to put like my shoulders back and just like make sure I'm standing like upright. I sometimes forget for sure. Like a lot of time I forget. But every time it comes to my attention, I always correct it, right? Bro, right now, I know you're slouching watching this video. Like, straighten your back, bro. Straighten your back. So yeah, this whole idea of perception being more powerful than reality, this applies both ways, positive and negative. For example, a negative perception, you could have a negative perception of you as well. Because for example, if you smell, right? If you don't like, if you go around and like you're smelling, like if it's a bad day, you're smelling, right? Nothing else needs to be said. But if you smell, people can assume that you're a dirty person. People will assume you're a dirty person, and that can hurt you in so many ways because it just shows lack of care for yourself, which can translate to lack of care for others. I guarantee you, if you go to an interview and you're smelling, and the interviewer smells that, they will not give you the job. And it's fair because if you're smelling, they can be like, for whatever reason, they will assume that you don't take care of yourself. And if you don't take care of yourself, then they're like, why would you take care of anything that involves me? If you can't even take care of yourself, why would you take care of me and the business, if that makes sense? Obviously, there could be various reasons why someone is smelling. I'm not here trying to sit here like, just because you're smelling, you're not taking care of yourself. But my point is, first impressions matter. Like, it's just the way it is. You can either complain about it or you can use it to absolutely crush in every aspect of life. So yeah, man, I don't make this video too long, but hopefully you got some value from it.